Hey guys, I am just checking in. Don't mind my hair, it's a little cray cray. Checking in to do my 2-week post-op video and check-in. I had my appointment today with my dietitian and like the main nurse girl, you know, that you usually meet with. And it's the first time I'd been back to the doctor since my surgery. And so they were happy with my results so far. My incisions are healing good. The glue's completely come off, so I can take baths again, which I'm excited about. I've been missing those because you can't do that when you have like the glue and stuff on your incisions. And they go off of when they weigh you, they're looking at, sorry, I got a little message. Boop. They are looking at your pre-op visit, which is about 2 weeks before surgery, to now. So it's about a month. It was actually almost exactly a month ago that I went on liquids. A month of liquids. I'm just done with it. So anyways, in that month, since then, before I went on my liquid diet, I've lost 23 pounds. And then since my surgery date, I've lost, as of today, because it keeps fluctuating, 14 pounds. So of that 23, 14 of it has been since surgery. I was a little frustrated with that because my first week, you know, I lost 10 pounds. And so I kind of just had it in my head. And just, you know, from other people who've had the surgery or like people I've watched on YouTube, you know, they've lost bigger numbers in the first few weeks. And so I was kind of thinking my second week would be the same. And it wasn't. But she said, you know, you've lost 23 pounds since the pre-op diet. Usually they see about 15 to 20. So I'm ahead of the game there. Actually, they were very happy with that. So they said, you know, your body's essentially from all the just the liquid and not a lot of calories, going into starvation mode. So now that I've gotten the okay to do purees, woohoo, so excited about that. Got the okay to do purees. So she said once like my calories start going up, like that I'm eating, so I'm still eating small portions, I'm still eating 5 to 6 times a day, but it's not just soup and it's not just a protein shake or sugar-free Jello or pudding or yogurt or whatever, stuff that doesn't have a lot of calories, baby food. Once my calories start to go up, then my weight should start to come off faster. So I'm just trying not to like beat myself up. I already feel myself getting a little obsessed with the scale. And people tell you, don't weigh every day, you know, hide the scale, don't even like get on it, maybe once a week if you want to, but like don't do it every day, which I have done it every day. And I already feel myself kind of getting like, you know, like the other day I had lost 4 pounds, then I weighed today and I had only lost like 3 pounds. And I'm like, and it kept going up and down, fluctuating between 11 pounds and 15 pounds since surgery. And so just a head thing, you know, a mind thing. I was just expecting it to come off faster, and but really 4 pounds in a week for a regular person who hasn't had surgery, that's still pretty good. So I just have to look at it that way. I'm still down. I also am down, she said, on the BMI chart, I'm down like a bracket. So I was excited about that. I was in like the fattiest of fat, way up at the top. And now I'm down to the second, still fat, but not totally up here. So I was really, really excited about that. That made me smile. And she told me something interesting, that BMI bracket wise, like if you're 300 pounds or if you're 800 pounds, you have the same health risks as like an 800 pound person, even if you're only 300, just based on where you're at with your BMI. Once your BMI is in this bracket and this high, you're susceptible to all those same health risks and factors and all of that stuff. So that was kind of interesting to me, because on paper, a 300 pound person you'd think would be healthier than an 800 pound person. Not that 300 pounds is healthy, but healthier than an 800 pound person. But she said that's really not necessarily the case. So anyways, a little tidbit for you. So yeah, I'm down a bracket, and that'll just continue to go down. I don't go back to the doctor, you know, unless something happens, until April, I don't think. And so I'm excited to see where I will be at that point. So they did clear me to do, move to the purees, thank God, because I was so sick of soup and protein shakes, although I still have to have a protein shake a day, and get my protein in. I'm just over it. And I don't love the ones that I have. And I was buying the ones that were pre-made, like already liquid. like the Premier Protein ones from Costco, or I mean, they have them other places too. And I got some Atkins ones because they had some different flavors, but they all have sucralose in them, and I'm just not an artificial sweetener person. And they make my teeth feel like gunky, and I don't like them. But I was getting the liquid ones because it would take me a full day or maybe half a day to drink a whole shake. So I could drink some, put it back in the fridge, come back to it all day long. Whereas like the powder that I have that I like, it's a powder. And so if you blend it and then just let it sit there, it gets kind of gross, you know? So I was going to just do liquids until I felt comfortable enough to drink a whole thing and a whole shake in like one meal. And so today I had one of the liquid shakes, and I was able to drink it like within an hour. So I think tomorrow I'm going to try my regular protein, my protein powder, and just see how that goes. With the purees and stuff, I had my first pureed meal tonight. Oh, it was so good. And I wasn't expecting to do purees till the end of the week, so I didn't have anything at home. Just a second. Hello? How can I help you? Can you give mommy 10 minutes?
Mama.
What?
Can you make me a castle?
We will build a castle in 10 minutes, okay? James, look at me. Go play in your room for 10 more minutes and I will be in there and we'll build a castle, okay? Yes, ma'am? Okay, go play.
Ow!
Anyways, purees. And so I just swung by Taco Time. What I was going to do is just ask for a side of refried beans, but then I got there and was like, well, wait a second. So I ordered a burrito that had rice, beans, ground beef, pico, and then I got a little side of sour cream, a little side of guacamole, and hot sauce. And so I went to my mom's because I had to go pick up James, and I like ran up and, well, not ran, clearly, went up into her kitchen and was like, where's your blender? I need it now. And so I was just so ready to eat it. So I get it out and I open up the burrito. I start scraping out the insides and I put it in the blender, add the sour cream, the guac, the hot sauce, the salsa, and just went to town and was just like, made it really, really yummy consistency. And, ooh, that reminds me of a recipe that I haven't had in a long time that I'm going to have to make because I can now. Anyways, so it's basically like a bean dip, and I was like eating bean dip with a spoon, but it made enough for me to have probably 5 or 6 of my little portions. And then, so I just had a little bowl that was like half a cup to like a fourth of a cup to half a cup of beans or whatever. But it's like protein. I mean, that's not the most horrible thing I could have gotten, I guess, but it's beans and rice and meat and it's protein. Oh, and it was just so delicious. I loved it so much. It was everything I'd hoped. Like, cause was craving Mexican, and that's the thing. It's like I say, I'm hungry. I'm just ready to eat. I don't really physically feel hunger. I haven't. Like last night, maybe I kind of did because I was like in bed and then I realized, oh shit, you didn't eat dinner. So that I felt like I maybe was actually a little bit hungry. But just as far as like during the day, if I'm eating snacks in like every 2 to 3 hours, I don't really get hungry. But even if I'm not eating every 2 to 3 hours, where I'm at now with how my stomach is, I don't get hungry. I have to remind myself to eat. So I'm going to make a menu and like a schedule, and like you're supposed to eat 2 hours before or after you wake up. And, you know, there's all these, you know, things to go off of. And so I'm just going to make a menu and really try to stick to that and the times of day that I'm eating. Don't eat 2 hours before bed, you know, that kind of thing. And then I'm also have not been very good about getting in my water. So that's a goal this week too, is to really try to make sure I'm still supposed to drink 64 ounces of water a day, which I did okay before surgery, but I mean, you have to just drink it slow. You have to be conscious to be drinking it first thing in the morning so that you can get all of it in by the end of the day. Because sometimes I'll get to like noon or 1 o'clock and realize, oh, I haven't had any water. And then I have to try to catch up before the end of the night. And it doesn't really work out. So let's see what else. They cleared me for light exercise. So instead of just walking, I can do the elliptical. I can do the bike, like the stationary bike. I can do some like upper body stuff. I just can't lift more than 25 pounds, which isn't a problem because I don't do that anyways. I can do my little like 5-pounders and like do some stuff, or like my resistance bands or whatever. I can't do anything that's like core stuff, and I can't do anything that makes me support my own weight. So like no push-ups, no yoga, no What else did she say? There was something else. So anything where I have to like support my own weight, I can't do that yet. Just because it's more than 25 pounds, clearly. And then, yeah, you know, in a full-on Zumba class, I'm anxious to get back to Zumba, but I think that that would still be too much for me just because you burn so many calories, and I'm still not eating, even though I'm upping to purees, I'm still not eating that many calories to be able to go to a whole Zumba class. So I might just try to find, you know, some on YouTube. I like to look up, you know, Zumba on YouTube a lot, and just maybe try to do like a couple, you know, down in the basement. I can pull YouTube up on our TV. Just stuff like that. I'm just anxious to get more into a routine and not just be walking. So, without pushing it too hard. So they gave me the clear for that. I was excited about that too. And then, yeah, she said the weight, once I start the purees and stuff, because I'm upping my calories, the weight should start to come off because I won't be in starvation mode anymore. So just a second, honey. And then the other thing that I've just been struggling with is not being, like I was saying, I don't actually feel hungry. It's just like head hunger. So if I'm driving somewhere and I see a restaurant, like, ooh, IHOP, that sounds good. Or, ooh, McDonald's, that sounds good. Even though it's disgusting, it's bad for you, but it sounds good. Ooh, pizza, that sounds good. My sister had Qdoba the other day and was eating it right in front of me. That's not nice. It smelled so good. I could smell it, and it just made me want to eat it. Even though I wasn't hungry, I was missing it, missing that flavor. Stuff like that. James had Subway yesterday, and the bread smelled delicious. He had a Hot Pocket last night, smelled up our whole kitchen like pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket. So I struggle with that because it's really a mind thing. It's not that I'm physically hungry, which is a good thing. It's good for me to push through those things. But now I'm glad to get to the purees where, like, I had Mexican tonight, you know, so it was like that flavor of like the beans and the rice and the meat and the salsa and the sour cream. Like, I got those flavors, but I'm not like doing anything or eating anything that is horrible for me or gonna hurt me or eating ridiculous amounts. You know, like the actual burrito I ordered was the Big Juan burrito, and I easily could have eaten that before in one sitting. And now I'm able to take the insides out, and I made like 5 or 6 little meals out of it. So it's just going to be different mindset and words. So like if I'm saying I'm hungry, I just need to get over, like, stop using those words, because 9 times out of 10, I'm not physically hungry. I just think that I'm hungry. And because I would always eat so much before when I wasn't hungry, if I was bored, if I was sad, if I was happy, I mean, you name it. So it's just working through those things. So, but yeah, other than that, I mean, that's kind of just my update. I just wanted to update everybody and say hi and see if anybody had any questions. Oh, I am going back to work on Monday. Today is Tuesday. So I'm going back about a week before I had planned on going back, but I feel okay. I feel good enough to go and sit at a desk and talk to people on the phone. I mean, it's not like it's a strenuous job by any means. So, yeah, I'm going back on Monday. So that'll be good. Get back into my routine. Anxious to get into my routine, get into the food and the stuff and the menu and the plan and just stick to it. And I'm just that type of person. I need to like write it down and see it. So those are my goals this week. And anyways, just wanted to say hi and check in. So if you guys have any questions or whatever, just let me know. I appreciate the people who've reached out to me and encouraged me. It's just, it's been great and I really appreciate it. So if anybody else has any other questions, just let me know. And I don't know when I'll check in again. I don't have any appointments or anything coming up soon, but yeah, maybe some recipes or something. We'll figure it out. Anyways, okay. Have a good night, guys. Bye.